Although neither shows as of the recording of this video has been aired, I couldn't help but be notably unamused by the award shows of the recent years. Growing up, I was surrounded by people who enthusiastically tuned into the Grammys, American Music Awards, MTV Video Music Awards, etc. In recent years of being a K-pop fan, I've tuned into its most popular, anticipated shows such as the Melon Music Awards and Mama. However, like my time with the Grammys, Mama specifically has caught my attention for its lacking, presenting to me how they've lacked a direction within why artists win. Originally for Mama since its inception in 1999, it was another popularity contest, more or less, only to recently turn its criteria to nearly matching that of the Grammys. What was the golden standard of the industry recognition turned into bronze over the years. One of the greater similarities is where there's some downward spiral that becomes of the organization around them. For example, Mnet having the Produce 101 vote manipulation scandal around one of their biggest shows, basically American Idol equivalent, turning down into this big, huge blacklist moment where it was revealed that behind the scenes the votes have been rigged for specific trainees to win despite public interest in what they voted for, producers of the show being arrested. The show was known for its highly regarded blockbuster groups like IOI, Eyes One, and Wanna One, and that is just one of the smaller details of the controversy itself, but you can go look it up as you please. But with the Grammys, it regards to the former Recording Academy chairwoman had talked about the revealing of the Song of the Year committee having members swaying artists out of talks of being nominated, much less winning. Regarding conflicts, both have had very intense conflicts regarding the public's view of the Grammys, where the Grammys have been more so attacked by the artists themselves more often than the Mama Music Awards.
Pitching this hint that you might win Album of the Year, which used to be a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal now. Sat at home this year for the Grammys and watched Jay and Kendrick not get it. And I felt like one of them should have got it.
If there's people who have regular jobs who are coming out in the rain, in the snow, spending their hard-earned money to buy tickets to come to your shows, you don't need this right here. I promise you, you already won.
The Grammys are a very much decades-old established award show that continues to showcase just how behind the times it is, and countless artists have aimed at them for poor choice of awarding. Then you have Mama, who are more so of a fandom situation where the mistreatment of fans has caused controversy, the shading of certain groups, and even seeing the king of K-pop himself, G-Dragon, dissing Mama on the award show stage was a huge deal. So let's address the common ground. The Grammys is seen as the Oscar, Emmy, Tony equivalent for recognizing music entertainment. Simply that alone speaks to its reasoning for being the top regarded award show on Mnet Asian Music Awards, being dubbed the quote-unquote original K-pop award show due to its spectacle of showcasing K-pop artists at their finest as performers, and being that Mnet is a major TV network that hosts popular variety shows and idol music specials, it's not shocking that it will become the most anticipated show. Now here's a couple of differences that are kind of minor. The Grammys are their own entity, it's just CBS is contracted out to broadcast it. For Mama, aka the Mnet Asian Music Awards, they are owned by Mnet. It's literally Mnet in the name. It's overseen by an entire entertainment company. The fun fact is that Mnet happens to broadcast to Korea the Grammy Awards, so you get some more bias involved in it, possibly behind the scenes, if it weren't for some of the more fan-voted categories. When it comes to the core direction of these shows, Mama claims that it's an award show that is based around everyone despite the We Are K-pop slogan it had, but the show is recognizing popular Asian acts. It's broadcasted across 13 Asian countries and is hosted in a variety of new countries every year. So there is a difference in terms of what the show represents for Mama until it's shifted into the more Grammy-oriented artistic merit situation. Whereas the Grammys were notorious for awarding minor artists, people have never heard of, and then shifting over to that different dynamic of popular acts only years later. Case in point, Mariah Carey mentioned this when she was foiled out of the Grammys for one of her biggest albums at the time. And for the Grammys, it's technically about awarding and decorating those among the music industry for their outstanding artistic endeavors and contribution to each respective genre or overall. However, the truth and be known to everyone else is that the Grammys are a popularity contest, more or less. Award shows are starting to show their age. Awarding has never been without controversy in general. However, gaining recognition without generational bias and manipulation could be lessened greatly. Based on the performance lineup for Mama, many have considered the show to be shifting in mainly towards artists of the recent 2 years and lacking variety. For the Grammys, performers have rejected due to the lack of autonomy and stale structure, losing viewership every year in large portions. We clearly see the claims of quote-unquote getting with the times, yet continuously are losing audiences in the process. When you sweep your flaws under the dust-covered rug, you risk alienating everyone. That is the reality in which both of these quote-unquote top award shows have seeped through and stared at everyone in the face. So what can be done about this? My proposal for the Grammys is to not just talk and claim diversity over and over. Embrace the talent for what they are and let the true peers, professional critics, etc. debate over the win. Lock down on manipulation or love calls. Throw away all these filler and disposable categories. Best Urban Contemporary Album, aka Black Music Album, Best Progressive R&B Album, the safe bet quote-unquote nominees who just win just based on the presence in the category. For Mama, my proposal is if there's going to be less popular vote picks and more artistic value picks, tread lightly. Try to take note from the Korean Music Awards, the true sister to the Grammys, who value creative ability.